So what is an agnostic? An agnostic isn't just somebody that, it's not that they don't believe in a God or they do believe in a God. They're kind of like, they're just being honest when they say they don't know, because realistically it's a question that, you can look at it both ways. You could say that, it's a possibility that there's a God, or a deity, because there's so much we don't know. And then there's times when you could look at, like you look at all the things that, like the fact that people can't prove that their God exists. So it's still a debatable question. So it's the way I look at it. Being an agnostic isn't just somebody that it's really not just about that subject. It's about like their stance on logic and reasoning in the sense of everything. So if you're a scientist, chances are you're an agnostic because you question everything. And when you question everything, you're trying to be realistic with yourself. You don't want to just accept any answer blindly. You're open-minded to anything, and you are willing to seek knowledge. So the way I look at it, everybody's an agnostic when they are willing to, even an atheist, even though that might spark the whole debate between an agnostic and an atheist, or you might even get the people that would say you're an agnostic atheist. But the way I look at it, I think everybody is an agnostic, because when you cross that line where you want an answer for something, but you're not going to just accept any answer, you start to really try to separate things in a very organized way that most people, even themselves, probably didn't even realize that they're capable of doing. And I would know this because, this is how I've always been with everything that I do. Even the simplest things. I always like to think about it in a way that most people haven't and try and dissect it in an infinite number of ways that I can. And that should just kind of give you an idea of like what an agnostic is. Because when you think about it, even the universe is a really good question. Why do we exist? Maybe there are deities out there, but they're not going to be any of the deities that people worship on this planet, as ironic as that sounds. But at the same time, though, you take that same thing and apply it to the universe, because the universe is really interesting. How many things exist that we don't know about? And when you do try to rationalize these things, what are they? Planets, like for example, take planets that have existed longer than we have, obviously. You could say maybe you go there and it's just secluded, nothing's there. Maybe at one point in the past there was something on it. Good example, this could have been the planet Theia that crashed into Earth, formed the Moon, Mars and Venus, the second and fourth planet from the Sun. Maybe there was life on them in the past, before Earth. So when you think of it like that, that'd be a whole different reality if we were to go to that time period when that happened. But most people wouldn't know that if we never, we would never know that if we never questioned that, or if we looked into that, like some scientists believe. So what an interesting case and scenario that would be if we were just to ignore it before anybody takes some sort of understanding of it.